So, long story short, it was me playing against the Globetrotters and then finally making a team.
So, like, you played against them. Did you get a phone call from them, or were you while playing defense? And you're like, "Hey, talk to your coach," you know?
It's funny. It kind of was like that. I was trying to be seen by the Globetrotters at all costs. So, like, there were certain times in a game when I would have more dunks than the Globetrotter player. I would do everything I could to just dunk on them
Yeah,
and do everything. And they noticed me after a while. They were like, "We gotta get this guy on our team."
yeah.
And yeah, I eventually caught the eye of the coach, and he gave me a tryout one day. Yeah.
That's awesome. So now I have a question as far as like the games. Are they fixed? Like, do you guys practice what the opponent is doing, or is this just like whoever wins wins?
It's a good question. So we play, and I get this question all the time. We play competitive basketball and entertainment basketball at the same time. Now, if you're a basketball player, and I know you are because I saw that picture at the opening, when we're playing basketball and we're really getting after it, and then when there's a time when we're just playing around.
Yes.
When we might accidentally have a bucket of water and throw it into the crowd, or go and pull somebody's pants down on accident. So there's a time when we're just kind of goofing off, but there's a good portion of the game when we're getting after it, and every basketball player can tell.
Yeah, that's awesome because I remember it's been a while since I went to go see them here in Columbus, and just the excitement that they bring and the whole it's just like amazing. Like, do you guys practice your skits or your under the legs? Like little things like the team has to do.
Yeah, I mean, think about the amount of practice that anybody does in their profession. We're doing the same thing. I mean, every single night we're trying new shots and we're trying new trick shots. I became known for my trick shots from the games. Like, I would do this crazy trick shot from the crowd, a little granny, and eventually I would do it every single night. And you're talking about 320 games in 260 cities. So if you're doing that every single night, like, eventually you get good at it, man. Anything you do with repetition, you get good at.
Of course. Yeah. So that's all. So do you guys also practice, like, do you guys do suicides? Do you guys do free throws? Do you guys do layups? All that stuff?
Good. Yeah, that's a good question too. We do regular basketball stuff. But basically everything you weren't allowed to do in basketball practice as a kid, that's what we do in ours. We're trying new dribbles, new dances.
Yeah.
We're doing 360 dunks and between the legs stuff, like just stuff that you never would be allowed to pull off in a game because you would get subbed out. And it's funny because my senior year in high school, I got subbed out one time, Daniel, because I took the ball and I dribbled between my legs. Coach said, "Get out of here with all that fancy stuff." And today, they do it. So
that's right. That's awesome. Imagine if you would have listened to Coach. Stop smiling.
I'm telling you, man.
Stop doing under the legs.
Yeah.
And now that's what you get paid for. Man, that's awesome. That's awesome. So, Mr. Julian, can you give us a typical, it's game day for the Globetrotters. What is it that you do when you wake up? What's the mindset as far as going to the building, talking to the coach and teammates? Can you just help us see and walk in your shoes?
Yeah, here you go. So it's crazy, man. A typical day, there's no such thing as a typical day with the Globetrotters. We do something different and something crazy every single day. So we have days when we're not playing games and days when we are. On the days when we're not playing games, we're doing trick shots. You might catch me at the Mall of America on a zip line going through, trying to do trick shot out. The days that we do have games, those are pretty typical. Wake up around. First of all, we just got in the night before, probably 2 a.m. We'll wake up right around 10. Head over to the arena. Gotta make sure you pray every morning too, because this is a rich history.
Right.
Yeah, rich history with the Globetrotters. Now, we've been around since 1926, and I think we haven't lost a game since like the 70s.
Yeah.
So it's been a minute. So I pray and I say, Lord, just don't let me blow it today. I don't want to mess this win streak up that we got going.
Exactly.
But awesome. Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Go ahead. Go ahead. If you're still.
oh, my fault. I'll just finish out. We'll
Yes.
get to the arena probably around 11, and then we'll go through a practice, 2 hour practice. Sometimes we have 2 games a day, and on those 2 a day games, we'll sleep at the arena in the middle of the day. So like, it's a lot of work, man. It's a whole lot of fun, and what you guys see is a very well polished product of what we've been working on so hard. But it's also a grind. It's a lot of work. We play more games than any other professional team.
I bet. I bet. It's awesome. I'm telling you, you guys bring so much joy, and just the people shaking hands, hugging them, and man, it is just mind blowing.
Yeah.
So for basketball, how was that? So you started off in elementary or in high school?
Yeah, I didn't make my first team until the 11th grade. I got cut from 6th grade all the way to 10th grade. And then yeah.
That's funny. That's important to know, because you
Very
might
important.
think,
Very important.
it's just a walk in the park. No, you have to work at it. You get cut. The thing is that persistence. You kept on it, right?
Yeah. And I was getting ready to quit, Daniel. Honestly, my
Really?
10th grade year, I was because basketball was my favorite sport. I loved playing it, but it was the sport I was the worst at. Like, I was good in football, good in baseball, good in soccer.
Yeah.
I was good in tennis and golf, but basketball for some reason kept eluding me. Now, mind you, I wasn't very tall in high school either.
Okay.
I didn't have a crazy growth spurt, but in 10th grade, I was praying to God one day, and I just wanted. I made him a promise that day. And it was the summer before I was getting ready to just throw it all away with basketball and say, I'm gonna be a baseball player or whatever, or football or whatever. I said, Lord, if you allow me to make the team this year, and this is no joke, I really did this. I said, I promise, if I become a professional in this sport of basketball, I will let everybody know when I get there that you're the reason that I'm there.
Man.
And Daniel, no lie, that summer I grew 5 inches. Over the summer.
What? Man,
Yeah.
I should have done that prayer.
Yeah.
Man, that's
To
awesome.
this day, when people ask me, like, how do you get tall? I say, you got to pray and drink a lot of milk. That's how you do it.
Good combination.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's awesome. So then you made it that year.
Finally made the team. I made the team that year, and I was on JV. I sat the bench my whole senior year. But it's like it has been a grind and a struggle every single year. So not only I had the tools, I finally was tall enough, but now I had to gain the skill. And nobody wanted to put that time in me because I was a late bloomer. So I put a lot of time waking up 4 o'clock in the morning, going and shooting basketball, running my streets, just jogging with a weight vest on, like trying to build my body and grow into this body that I had, that God had blessed with. So yeah, it was a grind, man.
So was there someone that you said that's your sport, so you love? Was there someone that helped you during that, or motivated you, encouraged you? Maybe it was a basketball player, maybe it was a family member.
Yeah, my older brother, Robert McClurkin, he's like a street legend here in Columbus, Ohio, when it comes to playing basketball. He's just great at basketball, and I wanted to be just like him as a kid. Now, he never played in college, never went on to play in the pros or anything, but he had a way to get to the bucket that was just so smooth, like nobody could touch him. Yeah. And he was an amazing dunker too. So I just wanted to be like my brother, and it was terrible for me because I never could make that team. It's like I never could get that satisfaction to show him, like, look, bro, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. But anyway, when I finally made it to the Harlem Globetrotters, man, my brother gave me some big props.
And that made you feel good. That's like, you know what? Oh, man, that's so awesome.
Yep.
That's awesome. Well, guys, I want to let you know you're watching A Walk in My Shoes. You're watching here my man, Julian McClurkin. It's been brought to you by AMP, Achieve More and Prosper. Thank you, AMP, for letting us walk in Julian's shoes. Julian, so let's go back to where did you grow up? Where did you grow up? What high school, college?
Yeah, born and raised right here in Columbus, Ohio.
OH, all right, all right. I-O, that's right. Okay.
Went to college at North Carolina A&T State University in Greensboro, North Carolina. And after playing in college, I went to Tiffin University first. I played there for 2 years, and then I transferred to North Carolina A&T. After 2 years there, I went on to play overseas in South America in Paraguay.
South America? How long were you there for?
I was in Paraguay for a month and a half. Yep.
That's awesome. And you were there for the Globetrotter, or was this for school?
No, this was my basketball, my first basketball job I had. It was a team down there called Asuncion, and I played for them for one season. That was my introduction.
How did you get in contact with them, or how did?
Yeah, so my senior year at North Carolina A&T, I ended up on SportsCenter top 10 plays.
What? Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wait, this is the top 10, like, or not top 10?
No, this is the top 10. This was my first time on SportsCenter top 10. I've been on there 7 times now, but this was my first time ever being on there. And it was cool, Daniel. It was our last game that was going to be televised on ESPN. So we're in the locker room the day before, and I'm telling everybody, I said, guys, tomorrow I'm getting on ESPN top 10 plays. And everybody, and they were laughing on me. I was saying, look, I'm either getting dunked on or I'm dunking on somebody, but I'm going to get on top 10 plays.
That's awesome.
And the next day I got on there, man, and I dunked on this guy. It was pretty cool.
Okay, you can't just end it like that. I just dunked on this guy. No, you have to give me, you build me up, and then you just, that's it. You sent me to the bench.
Just a dunk. I mean, once you've been on there 30 times, it was a fast break. My guy tossed it out to me. I took one dribble, and I don't know why the guy jumped, but I'm so glad he did. I just rose right over him. We were at Delaware State, banged on him. As soon as I came down, his whole, like, their crowd at Delaware State, they were all like dapping me up as I was going down the bench. Like, I'm not on your team.
I know, but thank you. So how did you feel, or the first time you saw yourself, or they said Julian McClurkin, top 10?
Amazing. It was crazy because the announcer had been keeping track of how many dunks I had that year, because I just love to dunk, man. Like, that was my thing. I love dunking on people. I love to dunk. It was my thing. And the announcer was like, that's his 12th dunk of the year. I was like, who counts people's dunks? Like,
1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's 12.
Yeah.
That is so awesome. So did you know you were going to be in the top 10, or was that when you just watched SportsCenter? They said, you're like, oh, wait, that's me.
Yeah, no, the way it happens with that is, like, you just start getting the text messages left and right, and people are like, hey, I saw you on SportsCenter. Hey, I saw you on SportsCenter. That's how it happened.
Oh, man. That's so awesome. Man, I'll probably be in the not top 10.
Hey, at least you make the list.
That's right. As long as I make the list of ESPN. Man, that's so awesome. So I was looking in your Instagram, and I noticed that you one of your trick shots was to the gender reveal.
Yes.
I saw the video. Explain to those that are watching right now, like, what did you do? Your idea? How'd you come up with it?
Yeah, so I've actually been thinking about this before. I believe before I was even married, I was thinking about doing this. I told my wife, you can plan the wedding, you can plan, everything else. Just let me do this trick shot gender reveal, because I've never seen anybody do it. I've seen gender reveal where people go up and they dunk the ball, and pink or blue smoke comes up. But I wanted to do something different. I wanted to do a trick shot over the shoulder, behind the back from just past half court, which is an easy shot for me to make. I make it daily with the Globetrotters. And, with this whole COVID thing going on right now, I wanted everybody to remain safe. So we had social distancing in place, and my mom got everybody like blue and pink face masks. It was cool. Yeah. They were all making their guesses and making their suggestions. But during this time, Casey and I, my wife Casey has, we've been doing our YouTube channel, and it's been growing pretty good. Yeah.
Awesome. So that's awesome. So that's something that we're going to post on our chat, or let people know to check you out. What's your, is it just Julian McClurkin?
Yep, just Julian McClurkin. That's the YouTube channel.
And then Instagram is different, right? What was it? Min Julian 5?
Yep, MIN Julian 5. The MIN is for ministry.
Okay, so you guys can write that and then check it out, his pictures. But go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
So we wanted to build up our YouTube channel, and we want to try to do it efficiently. And baby stuff just goes crazy when you put it on YouTube. So
yes.
We married the two things, basketball and babies, and threw the basketball in, made the shot, had a drone pilot there, and everybody fired off their smoke. And
so you made it on the first try?
So I say this with all of my trick shots because I get this question all the time. Daniel, I get the question all the time. When somebody says, how many shots did it take? My answer is, how many did you see?
1.
There you go.
Because I was talking to Robert here. I was like, I wonder how many times did it take for him to make that? Really?
How many shots you saw?
Just once. Man, that was awesome. Yeah, so you just threw it back, and then everybody was like revealed and
tears, crying, happy.
Man, it's a boy. So
yes, sir.
Is it the name? Is it Julian? I didn't see if.
No, we haven't come up with a name yet. I don't think I want a junior. I don't think I do because
yeah. Hold on. I just lost you.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Sorry.
Hello.
Okay, there I go. Sorry.
And that is the secret to life, guys. That's the secret to life.
All right, guys. I'll see you guys next week. We just missed the secret, man. Or maybe it was just me. Maybe everybody else. Man, awesome. And then, so tell us about your trick plays, your trick shots. I'm sorry. Do you come up with them? Do you see somebody do it, or do you just like, you know what? I'm gonna do this. Like
it's a mixture. It depends on where and when. A lot of times we'll do a trick shot to promote a game that we have coming up in a specific city. So if we're playing a game here in Columbus, for example, they'll have me go somewhere like the Horseshoe, which is an iconic place here in Columbus, Ohio, and I'll shoot a trick shot from the Horseshoe, and it'll hopefully create some buzz around our game. And then, there's other places that we'll try to break world records with, or we're trying to, basically it all points back to the tour. So we take suggestions from people when people give us something, and we try to make it happen. Like as we shoot more and more shots, people are allowing us to do crazier and crazier things. Like it's pretty good.
So give us like, I don't know, you probably have a lot, but just give us a few trick shots that you do.
All right, so you guys can go and Google these right now. Not right now. Finish watching this.
No.
You can go Google these. But my parasailing trick shot. I didn't even know what a parasail was. Yes. Parasailing trick shot.
Oh, man.
I was getting drugged from the back of a boat on a parasail, and then there was another boat directly under me, and I had to position it just right and shoot the shot with that. That was a crazy one. The Mall of America one was one of my favorite because shooting a shot from a zip line was crazy. No two shots are the same. But the most difficult shot that I've ever done was from a roller coaster, and that was also at the Mall of America. Yeah. That was the most difficult.
Wow, that is awesome. So when you go to the Mall of America, do they know you? They're like, oh, Julian McClurkin's coming. Do they like MVP, bodyguards, lights, photography, all that,
Yeah. No, we do stuff before the mall opens. So the mall opens at 9. So we're doing all of our stuff from 7 to 8:30.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, so now I have a question. Out of the ones you took, did you make them?
I made them all.
First time?
I'm not sure.
That's a good answer. That's awesome. So the parasailing, because you have to adjust, with the wind and the boat underneath.
Yeah. And then really I credit the driver because he had to keep the boat straight as it was moving side to side. Like he was amazing, man. And I was able to get that one. That was a tough one. But the reason that the roller coaster was so difficult was because, all right, so I did miss one with the roller coaster. When I miss it, I have to ride a 3-minute roller coaster ride all the way back to try it again. So like you sit there contemplating your life decisions, like, man, what in the world did I
Like,
do?
man,
So
what is the what? That's funny. That's right. That's
yeah,
right. Man, that's so awesome. And then the zip line. There was a zip line there too. First
yeah,
time.
zip
Yeah.
line.
Man, that's awesome. Man.
Yep.
So did you come up with these, or did you hear?
Nope, we were playing games in Minnesota for the Mall of America ones, and we got suggestions from the fans where we should go and shoot at, and we have a really good relationship with the mall. So every year we're there, we do a different trick shot each time.
Man, that's awesome. That's awesome. Well, I want to, as you know, I played basketball growing up. Basketball was my thing. I love basketball. Basketball was my way of, well, it really helped me throughout high school, you know, stay focused and everything. But you're speaking of trick shots, so I have with me some basketball here right here, and as you can see, behind me is a basketball court. So it's pretty, well, it's just right here. So I'm gonna see.
You've been practicing?
No, this is the first time. So I just want to make sure, since you're gonna be my witness, so when I make them, maybe you can talk to your coach, you know, and say, hey, my man Daniel here, he has some skills.
All right, so full disclosure, your screen is frozen right now. I can't see what you're doing.
No,
so I'm gonna have to take your word for it.
No, I'm gonna wait. Robert, so how much time for him to see it? Because I want him to see. I want you to witness it. I don't want you to. That one. Can you see me now? Can you see me now?
No, I'm not. It's still frozen.
He's not seeing me. I'm still frozen. Okay. I've been watching too much Elsa. Yes. Now my little girl. That's all we're watching that, and we're watching Mulan and Toy Story.
Let me see if I can do it. I'm gonna take you off of Wi-Fi, put you on my network.
Yes. Oh man, see, maybe it's not meant to be. You know, maybe I'm not supposed to be on.
See, you could totally just like shoot it and make a bunch of noise and make me think you made it.
No, I maybe I could practice right now since.
I got you. I can see you.
Oh, you can see me now?
I can see you.
Oh man. Okay. All right. So, do you do the off the wall? Do you guys shoot off the wall?
Off the ceiling, off the wall, off the bounce.
Maybe I could do off the ceiling. Okay, so I'm gonna try it off the. Oh man, off the ceiling. Okay, here we go. 3 shots. Okay, here we go. Off the ceiling. All right.
All right. It's a little delay.
It's okay, as long as you see it going in. Here we go. Oh man! Oh man! All right, here we go. This was gonna be off the wall right here. All right, I'm still delayed though, right?
Yep.
Okay, so as long as you can see my shot when it goes in. Okay, so here we go, off the wall. Oh man, wait.
I can hear.
I missed.
I can hear your reaction before you shoot it. Let me look at the replay. It's like looking at instant replay.
The replay. Yeah, that's right.
Oh.
Did it go in or was it out? Man, you know what? I'm not even gonna. This is just a back shot. Here we go. I don't know. Did that go in? If I did it. Man, awesome. So, growing up, I guess, so for high school, you had to do some physical fitness. So this question has been brought to you by On Your Left. It's a fitness program, Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 10. What is the most exercise or fitness that you liked and the least one that you liked?
Oh, okay. Growing up, I hated push-ups. I was terrible at push-ups. I didn't do my first, and this is embarrassing, I didn't do my first push-up till the 10th grade. I couldn't.
10th grade.
They were hard.
Yes.
But
Yes.
my favorite exercise to do was calf raises. Now, anybody who's watching, if you want to be an excellent jumper, excellent dunker, you got to work on your calves and your lower body, your quads, and your hamstrings. Now, if you want a way to do this efficiently and effectively, I suggest while you shower. When you're in the shower, You got to get clean, but multitask. Do 100 calf raises in the shower. I'm telling you, it will change your calves forever. Mine are like this, like calf raises in the shower is perfect. Multitask.
That's right, man. Guys, so remember, while you're scrubbing in the shower today or tomorrow morning, 100 calves.
100 calf raises.
100 calf raises. So, did you? So I guess you'd put weights on, or use a machine that goes on your shoulder, or?
Oh, like when I do it in the weight room?
Yes.
I never worked on my calves in the weight room because they were already what they needed to be.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, I did those every morning in high school, and like I've got tree trunks right now.
That's natural.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that reminds me of natural living that we have with Cassie at the show. All natural stuff. Wednesdays at 11:30. Nothing in the gym. Oh my, Julian, that's awesome.
The segue was great.
Man, so are you you're still part of the team right now? Are you?
Yeah, so right now is a weird time, man. We're all just kind of waiting around, seeing what's gonna happen with other professional sports. We're taking our cues from them. Still a member of the Harlem Globetrotters. We're just waiting to see if we'll be having a season this year. Hopefully, we will.
Okay. And how many games do you guys play? Do you guys you guys play a year round, or do you guys have a summer break as well?
Yeah, it's year round. Typically.
Okay.
Sorry about that. I just got a call. It's year round. Typically, we have 3 teams out at one time that are touring, and out of those 3 teams, will play 320 games in 260 cities. Each individual player will play 117 games apiece.
Man, this is amazing. Oh my, that's a workout.
Yeah,
that is a workout. So, does coach substitute you and say you're not doing good right now, or you're not smiling enough? Do you know that in advance if you're being substituted?
Every year, like for your contract, it's renegotiated based on how well you did the year before. So it's all contingent upon your performance. I happen to be a natural smiler, so I've got a job for a long time.
That's awesome. Man, that is great. So the Globetrotter, you also do, you said real estate? I was thinking, do you do real estate?
Yeah, so during this pandemic, I made a decision. I said, I don't want to leave this time at home the same person that I was coming into it. So I wanted to develop a new skill. That new skill that I got was I'm now a licensed real estate agent right here in Ohio. So I can buy and sell anybody's house for them here in Ohio. I can represent any client here in Ohio through real estate, and it's a great thing too, man. Playing basketball is fun, and there's no feeling quite like dunking on somebody, but when you're selling a house and you make a $30,000 profit, it's pretty close to how it feels to dunk on somebody.
Oh, I bet. That's a slam dunk right there. That's a
yeah.
Bam! Every time you sell a house, bam!
I'll take it.
Oh, that's awesome, man. That's great. So we're going to give time for our audience. If you have any questions, anything you'd like to ask Mr. McClurkin, this is a good time to ask. Send it. We'll answer those questions, or he'll answer those questions. I have some questions here. Well, I've been asking a lot of questions, but some fun questions. This was brought to you by Cooking with Claudia, Fridays at 3 o'clock. What is your favorite food?
Oh, easy. Pizza, hands down. Pepperoni and cheese.
Pepperoni
easy.
And cheese, man. So, what, like homemade, or is there a special place here in Columbus?
Yeah, Padova's Pizza off of Nobitzby Road. It is the best pizza in Columbus. A close second is Pizza Cottage. Another close one is Little Sicily's Pizza off of Old Bryce. I'm a pizza connoisseur. I've had pizza all over the world.
I gotta try that's, what did you say, Sicily's?
Little Sicily's.
Little Sicily's, yeah, it's just right here as far as our location. And I'm sorry, I didn't get the first part. What was the first one?
Padova's Pizza.
Padovas?
Mm-hmm.
I had to try that out. I've never heard of it. Where is this located?
That's off of New Bixby Road. It's southeast in close to Reynoldsburg and Independence High School. Actually, it's around the corner from Reynoldsburg, Independence.
Okay. All right. So here we go. I can never stop smiling when.
Oh, I got to fill in the blank.
Yes. I can never stop smiling when.
Oh crap! I can never stop smiling when our mascot Globey comes out. When he comes out, and I've seen it 1,000 times, and he smacks his face on the ground. It's hilarious. I don't know what it is, but people like seeing other people hurting, but that's hilarious.
So, do you know the mascot, or you don't know who?
Yeah,
who's inside?
Yeah.
That's awesome. All right. My favorite superhero is.
My favorite superhero is. Oh man, I don't want to pick one. I really like. Can we just do Marvel or DC? Let's narrow it down to my favorite with Marvel.
Okay, let's go with yes, of course, with Marvel.
All right, Spider-Man.
Ooh, okay. All right. Let me see. Something's wrong with my shirt here real quick. Hold on. Because my favorite superhero. Oh, yeah. Captain America. Sorry. Let me button up back to professional. Okay. Sorry, boss. Okay. All right. Awesome. If you had one wish, Julian, what would you wish for?
I would wish that everybody would learn, everyone in the world would learn how to have peace.
Peace. Ooh, that's good.
Peace. Not love, but peace. Because love can be faked and peace can't. You can tell a peaceful person coming a mile away.
Wow, that's awesome. I like that. Man. All right. If at the end of the rainbow, there is...
At the end of the rainbow, there is a pot of pizza.
Pizza.
So it's my favorite.
That's awesome. Man, so is that what you eat every day?
No, my wife wouldn't dare let me do that. But she does ask me every day, and I tell her pizza. I don't know why she's surprised.
I know, don't ask me. You know what I'm going to say.
You know what?
Yeah, you know, exactly. I know what you mean. Because the wife says, what would you like? And I'm like, it's whatever. No, just what. And then I say something. Well, I don't like that.
Yeah, come on.
Okay, then.
Don't ask me.
Exactly. But I love my wife. Okay, I love her. I love you, honey. Okay, this question here is brought to you by Away We Go with Dan. Mondays at 11, I think it's at 11:30. Your dream vacation spot is where?
The Maldives. Maldives. I want to stay in an overwater bungalow.
That'd be amazing. Have you ever been, or do you guys go there? And no,
haven't been there yet. I was actually scheduled to go to Australia this year. Then COVID hit. I was really upset. I really wanted to go to Australia.
I bet.
Yeah.
You might need to talk to the coach. Say, Coach, man, they need us in Maldives.
Yeah.
We'll play beach basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, awesome. So when you travel, who all goes with you guys when you guys travel? Is it just the team, or do you guys have other people, media? I don't know if it's.
Yeah, we have a whole support staff that travels with us. Coaches. We obviously have coaches and players, but we also have some people from the marketing team and the trainers and who else am I missing? Production crew. People who are got to do our lights and the smoke and everything. Yeah. So yeah, that's it.
That also reminds me, as far as do you have to take acting classes, or is that how you act, or you just, I don't know, hey.
Nah, you either got it or you don't.
They want it natural, that's right.
Yeah.
That's awesome. All right, well, here we go. We have a couple of questions from the audience. Who is your favorite basketball player of all time?
My favorite basketball player of all time is my older brother, Rob. But his favorite basketball player was Jason Kidd. So vicariously through my brother, it's Jason Kidd.
Jason Kidd. Jason Kidd. What'd they call him? White chocolate?
No, they ain't call him that.
Isn't that what they call him?
No, I call him a walking triple-double. That's what I call him.
Because I've seen his videos, and like his amazing. Like, I guess they still show him on YouTube, and his trick passes, and amazing.
I thought White Chocolate was that dude on N1.
Oh, maybe. Really? I think you're right. Man, I can't remember. I know they had a name for him. I can't remember. I was
and Jason Williams. They call it Jason Williams White Chocolate, too.
Yeah, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Jason. Okay. Yes, because I'm telling you, his stuff is unbelievable. How he has, like, eyes behind the back of his head.
Yeah.
Yeah, amazing. Amazing. Okay, here we go. What is, another question from the audience, what is your favorite destination to put up a show?
Home, Columbus, Ohio. Getting a chance to play in front of my family and friends is my favorite of all times. After that, one of my favorite, I've played in every NBA arena so far. My favorite one that I played in was down in Orlando. That was a cool one at the Amway Center. That's one of my favorites. Just the state-of-the-art arena, and I just love new technology.
So when you go to these stadiums, do you go where the players, their locker rooms?
No, so we won't go in the NBA player home locker room, but we will stay in the visitors' locker rooms.
Wow.
Yeah,
so
a lot of locker rooms have their personal stuff in there, so we just use the visitors.
So do you ever, like, not that I would do it, of course not, but like touch a locker and say, wow, LeBron has touched this, so
No, man, no.
Of course I wouldn't do that. No, I wouldn't. Not
like me and you. Their blood is red, and they get fouled, and they have to go to the grocery store and get gas, just like me and you.
Right. Okay. All right. Yeah. Of course. I don't do that. I wouldn't do that. I was just wanting to know if you would. If you would. Here we go. Another question from the audience. What is the highest amount of points you scored in a game?
37.
37.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did you have a double-double that day?
No, it's triple-double. No. It's pretty easy to score double digits in our games because we have a 4-point shot, which is 35 feet away from the basket.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. All right. Here we go. We have another question from the audience. What would you say to someone who might want to follow your footsteps? Where do you begin?
I would tell that person to be coachable. Be the type of player that a coach can depend on with his or her plan and his or her philosophy. I wasn't better than a lot of the kids who played sports with me, but I was able to listen and carry out instruction and order. When it came time to it, the coach would count on me to be able to be that person. So when I say be coachable, it's really just about listening. Anybody, it's not just in sports. Be coachable in life. Listen to your parents. Listen to your teachers. Your pastors, your bosses, adults. Listen to anybody who wants to give you the time to speak to you, because it's free to listen. It doesn't cost you anything, and you can learn something from anybody if you listen the right way. So just be coachable. Be coachable in life and be coachable in sports.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So has there ever been a time, Julian, where like you've well, I guess you explained when you were in basketball and you were like, you know what, I'm going to quit. I'm done. Has there been another time where you're just like, you know what, maybe this is not for me. Maybe I'm meant for something.
It's funny, man. Every 3 or 4 years, that thought will come to me. And then God will just kind of intervene and take me to a whole nother level within basketball, within that realm. Because if you would have told me when I was a kid, that promise that I had made God,
yeah,
I was just thinking, maybe I'd struggle to make an NBA roster and stay on the bench or something like that. But if you would have told me by the age of 33, I would have visited 29 countries and, done all this philanthropic stuff over in third world countries and get to put smiles on people's faces all over the world, I'd have thought you were crazy. But it was a blessing to see God's plan kind of unfold in my life. Every single time I thought I was going to give up and stop, he would step in and say, no, this is the path I have for you. And I'm still there. Every year I kind of reevaluate what's going on, what's going to be next. And God kind of reassures me, you are where I want you at.
Yeah, that's right. Man, that's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, so when you go to games, are you able to bring like your brother, or like do you give them, maybe behind the scenes or maybe seats?
Oh yeah.
Seats.
Yeah, I get a few free tickets for each game. In my home city, I get quite a few tickets, and I bring the whole family out, bring them back to the locker room, and they talk to the players and everything. And then my wife comes out at least twice every month. So we're in a different city. A lot of times she's not coming to like the glamorous city. She's got to meet me wherever I am. So like I remember her first trip out to come see me. We were in Omaha, Nebraska. Romantic Omaha, Nebraska.
Yeah. Awesome. That's funny. All right, here we go. We have another question from the audience. How important is social media to you for self-branding and growing your personal business?
Social media is huge. It is huge for branding and growing my personal business, and I have become very well versed in it. And I'm doing my best to leverage the fame that I have received with the Harlem Globetrotters to continue to set me up in the future and down the line. So I'm learning more and more with social media every day. I don't post as frequently as I should. If you really want to, have a crazy following, you got to post every single day. But that becomes a full-time job, and I just I don't have that much time to do it. But you will hear from me at least 2 or 3 times a week, and I guarantee that the stuff that I post is quality over quantity. And if you guys follow me on there, you'll have a good time too.
That's awesome. And yeah, I've noticed that with YouTube that it looks so easy, and you're like, man, I could do this.
Yeah.
But there's so much work behind the scenes.
It's work.
Cut and paste and just sound and man.
Yeah, that editing is the part nobody really tells you about. It's kind of like in basketball. Everybody says they want to be a professional basketball player, but they don't want to put the work into it that it actually takes to become one. They don't see those mornings when you're waking up at 5 and running and waiting back. They don't see the work you put in it. They just see the aftermath. And that's what I tell people about social media. You can't trust what you see on social media, because a lot of times that's people's highlight reels. You're not looking at the game film. You're just looking at the highlights. So you gotta keep it in perspective.
That's really good. That's the highlights right there.
Yeah.
That's the highlight.
Top 10 plays.
Yeah, you just showed your top 10 plays.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Can you link us to some local areas in Columbus that would be a good outlet for people wanting to get into entertainment and sports?
Oh man, local spots here in Columbus for people who want to get into entertainment and sports. I guess it all depends. I mainly just know about basketball, so I can
that's fine.
A couple spots where I go to hoop at and link up with other creative basketball players. I love playing at the RPAC at OSU, Ohio State University. There's always a good run down there, and there's always good people doing some pretty cool things. You want to go down there and just kind of collaborate. And for me, your game speaks for itself. A big reason why I got so good in basketball is I would play all the time. Like, it's literally my favorite thing to do. That's why I'm hurting right now, because we can't go and just hoop like we want to during this pandemic. But that's the best way I could say to collaborate. If you want to entertain, like, link up with me. We can do a YouTube collaboration if you guys want to do something like that.
Yeah, that's awesome. And then also we'll be putting on to get like your Instagram and YouTube, just so that they can connect with you and stay in touch. Here we go. Another question. What are some of the sacrifices you had to do to get to where you are?
Time. Time is our number one asset, and it has taken me a lot of time to become a professional basketball player, and to become a good husband. Now working on becoming a great and excellent father. But the time, the time sacrifice is a huge one, and you all will learn this as you grow older that you know, you might be a little bit more selfish than you think. And I didn't realize how selfish I was until I got married and had to start sharing that time with somebody else.
Wait. Let me rephrase that. It's not your time anymore, Julian. It's her time.
It's our time.
Yes.
Yeah. The Bible teaches that, right? The two
yes.
become one. So
that's right. Two become one. So
I'm sharing my time.
Thank you, Lord, because we're one now.
You want to share that time with, and that's what's very important. It's got to be the person that you want to give that time away to. And I'm so blessed I have that person in my life. And now we're bringing in this child, and it's going to take another sacrifice of time from both of us now that we're going to be giving to that child. So that's the biggest sacrifice, time.
Ooh, awesome. And then here we go. We have what are you most proud of?
Oh, there's a lot. I would say my world records. I'm a 3-time world record holder.
Really?
Yeah.
For what?
I've got the world record for the most behind the back 3-pointers in 1 minute. I made 3 in 1 minute. I have the world record for the most bounced 3-pointers in 1 minute. I made 3. And the one I'm most proud of is the most slam dunks in 1 minute. I made 16 dunks in 1 minute.
You said 16?
16 dunks.
Oh, man. Oh, look at you. Oh, yeah, so show us some tricks. So since let's see what you can do.
Sitting down. Oh.
All right, guys.
While, okay?
So he can do that. Oh man,
signature
that is so awesome.
The praying hands. That's the one I try to teach everybody.
Praying the hands. Yeah, I can't do it. So how do you? I can never do the little spinning thing.
When you spin the ball, you want to try to look for that circle that's on the bottom.
So I find it, but it leaves. You know what I mean? Like
the secret after that, though, is to keep your finger firm and put it on the nail. If you put it on the nail, there's less friction and it'll go for longer. But as soon as it hits your skin, it slows down. It's science.
What I could do is, I just slam dunked it.
That's a world record.
Yeah, man, Julian, I want to thank you for taking time and letting us walk in your size 15 shoe. I don't know who's walking in there, maybe sleeping in there. I don't know. But we appreciate you taking time. Is there anything you would like to say before we end the show?
No, just thank you everybody for listening. Thank you for tuning in. I hope that my story was inspiring to you. I really appreciate the time. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram at MinJulian5. That's MIN Julian5. I will follow you back as long as you're not weird. And
that's funny. That eliminates some. That probably eliminates.
Follow me also on YouTube at Julian McClurkin. My wife and I post there just about weekly, and just also follow me on TikTok. I'm on there now too, learning new dances and stuff. This is what the kids do now.
Yeah. It is. It is. So we're doing a marvelous virtual camp. So it's all through Zoom with the kids. So it's age 5 to 13.
Yeah.
So we're talking to them. You know, we send them packets, send them kits. It's free. So all they have to do is sign up. But we'll be talking to them, and they're over here giving me names of TikToks. Do you know this one? Have you heard of this one? And I'm like, what in the world?
It's taking over. It's taking over.
It is. TikTok. Yep. It's a matter of time. It's going to take over. Awesome. Well, Julian, thank you so much for being with us on today's show. I appreciate you. God bless you and be with you and whatever you do.
Thank you,
Julian. Thank you, everybody, for joining A Walk on Your Shoes. You were listening to Julian Zeus McClurkin. All right, thank you.
Thanks, everybody.